For the next team, we have St. Paul's Convent School presenting Marine Express, a VR game.
Good morning, everybody. We are from St. Paul's Convent School. We would like to present to all of you our product, Marine Express, which is a VR game that serves to arouse public awareness. Good morning, everybody. We are from St. Paul's Convent School. We would like to present to all of you our product, Marine Express, which is a VR game that serves to arouse public awareness to reduce marine debris and conserve biodiversity. I'm Andrea, and she's Regine.
Hey, Andrea, what are you reading?
Regine is a book about oceans. Do you know that oceans are the origin of all life on this planet? Oceans play a critical role in planetary life support systems. Global biogeochemical cycles and weather patterns are dependent on oceans, and this affects all of us and all living organisms on Earth.
But sadly, our oceans are bearing serious consequences caused by human activities. The problem of marine pollution and decreasing biodiversity has been getting more serious. The overuse of agricultural fertilizers, illegal emission of sewage into rivers and lakes, and inappropriate disposals of plastic waste into waters are some of the causes. I think we need to do something to save the oceans.
Do you mean with just the two of us? Regine, do you know that it's a big issue and we're just kids?
Wait. I'm not saying that only the two of us can save the world. But at least we can do something to raise the public awareness on protecting the ocean and the marine life. How about starting from education? Making an educational game? Researchers show that playing games develop people's content knowledge and provide us the opportunity to develop different skills.
Right. How about a VR game? VR is one of the hottest tech trends nowadays. VR enhances much more immersive learning for users, which could help to make learning more interesting. Imagine you are being immersed in an ocean.
Okay, I'm sync with you. No need to persuade me anymore. Let's define the aim of our VR game. How about this? Providing knowledge about marine life and the severe problem of marine debris to the players. So, we hope that after playing our game, players can gain knowledge about the importance of saving the ocean by reducing marine debris and conserving biodiversity.
Sounds good. So, our VR production should consist of two parts, an informative part and a gaming part. The informative part should help players understand the importance of biodiversity in Hong Kong. According to the first comprehensive review of local marine biodiversity, Hong Kong has a very rich biodiversity, even though its marine area is hundreds to thousands times smaller than many regions in the world. How about highlighting the importance of different marine species? Well, there are so many species. How about focusing on forming types of species that we can usually find in Hong Kong? Namely coral reefs, whales, sharks, and turtles.
Great, they are all very common in Hong Kong. Let's research more on each of them. In our game, players can explore the marine world using the HTC Vive and identify different marine animals. Players could choose the marine species they would like to know more about. and look at it. Then information about it will be displayed.
We are very sorry that the organizer could not provide an environment and equipment for a game to be played with you today, as our game requires players to walk like they are swimming. So, we can only use videos to show our developed work. And due to the time limit, the videos were edited. Okay, there should be a simple quiz after reading the information to ensure the players get the main points of our information.
Well, if this is not enough, how about expanding it one level more? Players have to research on more animals by themselves, and more difficult questions will be asked. Marks will also be calculated to provide the competitive elements.
Here comes the gaming part. Players need to find all the rubbish hidden in the sea in a limited time. If the player succeeds, he or she could advance to the next level. By using VR, the serious situation of marine debris and water pollution can be vividly portrayed. Our game lets users be in first-person view in order to look directly in the polluted nature.
Andrea, how about this? A Chinese version, so that people who don't know English can also play and learn with our game. We can further develop versions in different languages in order to spread the message all over the world.
Well, limitations and the reality can be released through the use of VR. Let's say our players can view polluted areas very far away from their actual geographic location. The marine species that are already extinct can also be displayed in front of the players.
Andrea, this way to raise the public awareness is not only for young children, but also adults. We want to bring the problem of marine debris and decreasing biodiversity to all people's attention.
We have to create game levels which are challenging so as to engage players to actively participate in the game. We don't want them to have repeated experiences which might bore them.
So, this is not the end of our work. We have to update the levels from time to time and add new challenges in the game.
This is also why we cannot say what our judges and audience are seeing today as our final product. Our team would like to further develop the best version we could. We have drafted 3D models and texture maps to imitate the texture of marine animals and the environment. The simulation of real-life marine debris situations can also be made more realistic, giving our players the most convincing experience in the future. Coding and programming work will involve too in developing our games.
Okay, the game is here. What should we do next to achieve our goal of raising public awareness to protect the ocean with it?
First of all, we have to provide a platform for people to download our game. Google Store and Apple Store online, for instance. Then, promotion, of course. Advertisements are needed to promote our game. Our team plans to put advertisements on social media such as Instagram, Facebook to promote our game.
We can also promote our game to different schools through various channels. Our school social service teams, for example, they can bring the game with them and play with their service targets in different schools. Don't forget the annual STEM Carnival held in our school. We have over 11,000 visitors last year for the 3-day STEM Carnival. We can share this game with the visitors, which are general public. Also, visitors who visit our school from all over the world.
It's not a fantasy. See, these pictures show how we promoted our other VR games to the visitors and our primary schoolmates before. Actually, we have asked P6 students to play with it, and they gave us some feedback. They all enjoyed playing with our games so much.
And how about the Ocean Park? The Ocean Park is a popular tourist attraction in Hong Kong, and one of its missions is to protect marine life and the ocean.
Sure, it'll be great if we can have the chance to collaborate with the Ocean Park and further distribute our games to the Hong Kong citizens, as well as tourists from all over the world.
What a rewarding project! I feel content after doing this. Through doing this project, we had the chance to apply our knowledge and skills in STEAM-related disciplines to solve real-life problems, especially using our creativity to propose innovative solutions for global environmental issues.
In this information era, we hope not only we can be consumers of technology, but creators with technology by creating our own game to raise the awareness of the general public and to reduce marine debris and conserve biodiversity. We hope that after playing this game, more people will engage in conservation activities and improve marine environments.
Finally, we also hope to gather a group of people who concern and care about the marine life and strive to build greater collaboration and connect the world to develop innovative ways to preserve our ocean and marine lives via this conference and competition. Andrea, what are you doing?
Throwing my book away. We already have such a wonderful game to learn to play with. Why do I need this book?
Well, make sure you handle the book properly. Don't dump it into the sea and create marine debris.
Accept the mission, save our oceans. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So this is now the Q&A session for the judges. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Excellent presentation. Your game will raise awareness, but you want to conserve biodiversity. Something has to change in between. Can you think of how, just other than by raising awareness, how can you make people change their behavior as part of your process? Because something that people do has to change for biodiversity to be preserved, not just awareness. What could be your call to action?
Actually, we researched online, and we found the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and there's a marine debris program, and we can compete in competitions to obtain funding. And this is a big association, and it will be a big boost for us to achieve our aim, which is to save oceans. And also, we've said before that we can also raise awareness through the STEM Carnival that was held in our school, and it will be held annually.
And I think after the players play the game, they can reflect on their daily lives and what they have done wrong, or they throw their rubbish everywhere, and which pollute the environment, which may cause marine debris. And after playing the game, which is about picking up rubbish on the beach, they can change their habit and decrease the pollution.
Okay, thank you.
So thanks a lot for introducing this very interesting game to us. I have a question about the game. Actually, the question also applies to other groups who create a game. The question is, are there similar games in the market already? Have you ever analyzed existing games in the market, and how are you going to distinguish your game from these existing games?
In the internet, there are little VR games on marine debris, so we stand out from in the market. And also, our game includes both informative part and a gaming part, which most VR games on the market do not include. And also, professionals from the 101 VR NetDragon company helped us to develop our game and how to train the skills to develop it. So our game is much more professional than the ones on the market.
好，谢谢你们。刚才我左边这两位教授，他们的意见我都赞成，我就不要再重复了。我还是觉得听了很高兴，希望你们继续努力。我是来自大陆的科学家，我希望大陆的孩子也能够可以尽快的看到你们这个研究的产品，所以希望你们继续努力，谢谢你们。
谢谢你的意见。
Thank you very much for St. Paul's Convent School. Thank you.